Hi, folks. How the hell are ya? My name is Dennis. I'm here to do your Ravages of Time companion. I know a lot of people aren't that aware of the Three Kingdoms lore, so this series is based a lot of subverting or sort of revealing things that like go against your expectation. A lot of the pleasure of the series comes from like your knowledge of the Three Kingdoms series being upsetted and kind of like rewriting history in a way. So I want to use this YouTube series to try to clue people in, to get them to fully enjoy this magnificent series, and also to kind of see what I find interesting on this reread. So yeah, these first couple of episodes are gonna be pretty basic, especially because the TV series that they produced also covers it very well, in my opinion. Not too much needed to explain. So I'm gonna use these as practice runs basically. My name is Dennis, by the way. Dennis Liu, not of Lu Bu's fame, but Lu Su. Thank you, though, for assuming. No, anyways, let's get down to business. I want to make this as effortless as possible because I'm going to try to do these once a week, at least. Obviously, hopefully more since the series has run so long. This is the volume it's up to right now. Actually, there's 78, but last time I was in Taiwan, I haven't picked up the copy. So yeah, let's get to it. So right off the bat, you see the cover. Yep, we don't know who either of these guys are yet. You might have an inkling, but we go through the first opening page. Well, first there's the prologue. It says, "Those who survived have no recourse. The army who lost fall like a landslide." I didn't pick my nose there, by the way. So first, we see this guy surrounded by heads on pikes. It's basically an overview or prologue of the setting we're about to enter, the era. People who are really savvy to the Three Kingdom lore will guess that yes, this is Dongzuo, a tyrant who has come to rescue the emperor, but is one in a series of men who will hold the emperor's hostage, and fairly brutal, so heads on pikes, par for the course. Next, we have these two warriors who are unnamed as of yet, but again, longtime viewers might have some guesses. And we have a colored picture of our motley crew, two of the whom will be introduced in this chapter. Okay, so the series starts off with a dream sequence. It is narrated by, well, I'll just say it, it's Sima Yi, and he's talking about how Cao Cao, very famous Chinese warlord and strategist, general, philosopher, poet. He's a great man. No, he's very, very great. Did great things for China. No, not such a great reputation. Not such a great Trump impersonation. So it's talking about how Cao Cao had this dream of three horses eating from the same trough. So here, right from the start, viewers might be wondering what this is referring to. And most obviously, the Ma, the Chinese character for horse, is referring to Sima Yi. Although it's a little bit janky because the Ma in his name is in the middle and the character is not in his descendant's name. So we are cast into question like, oh, could it be referring to somebody else? Oh, another interpretation might be this guy whom is a part of a lineage of Ma's, their actual family name, and some of whom were intent on killing Cao Cao. And yeah, there's at least 3 of them. So we're gonna wonder about this. It's not so clear, it's ambiguous at the least what this Ma character is. And coincidentally, that's the arc we are right now, is this Ma character's rampage. And one of my favorite characters, although there are many. Okay, and then we go inside the palace of this dreamscape, and we see this Grand Tutor, which is a title that mostly has been applied to Sima Yi. I don't see any other people associated with that position. It's a pretty high title in Cao Cao's court. And we see these 2 admirals talking to their father. It's not too late to flee. These are Sima Yi's future sons. They haven't been born in the linearity of the story. But the way they're drawn right now, it's kind of NPC style, which leads me to believe that they may not go that far in the story to where we see the future Wei drama. So that's my hypothesis. Anyway, something I found interesting in this section is that it talks a lot about fate, right? And in a meta way, fate is the historic record that we have. And the author might be suggesting that, is this story just gonna go as we expected? Or, because that would be kind of boring. But on this reread, I noticed he says, no one can change fate except for that man who has come to kill your father. That's kind of interesting if we take that metatextual bait, like the author is drawing against the historical reality as much as it can be real. So I think that's something to keep an eye on. Okay, and what comes next is pretty self-explanatory. So introduced to Xiaoming. Again, we not aware of this character at first, and very beautiful young woman. We'll see what she can accomplish. Another thing, they're talking about killing Shu Ling. You might not be familiar with this character. It's because he doesn't exist. He is a fictional character. Not that many of them, since there's already so many characters that are on the record. But he's one that they made up, presumably to give Dongzhuo a little more, just to make the story work, to churn things along. Speaking of which, I think that wraps it up. The first chapter is down. Sima Yi comes to the conclusion. The bell tolls. The master of puppet for whom? All of us. And what is important is the friends we made along the way. So if you made it through this video, cheers, a toast to you, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.